So we're playing it. We're finally doing it.
This was delayed by like 8 months.
This was delayed by ridiculous. We were supposed to do it
last summer.
Yeah, a long time ago, and then I think it was Final Fantasy X that started.
Yeah, and we're like, we can't have two.
We can't do it this alongside.
And then
Final Fantasy
Dark
X.
Souls' release date came up. We're like, well, Dark Souls has to be like every day or whatever, so we can't.
We can't do this with Dark Souls either. But we are finally doing it.
So
before the next game has a hard release date.
Yeah.
So
you didn't do this like I'm doing Zero Escape.
Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, with Nier Automata on the horizon, I guess we figured that we should just do this.
That's you've wanted to do this forever.
I've wanted to do this, forever.
Apparently, you hate this game, and you want to show everyone how bad it is.
It's terrible. No, this is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite. I'm not sure if it's totally my favorite, but definitely one of my favorites. Probably like the dark horse of last generation. Isn't that games that don't get, or is that a different expression? I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't.
One of the best last gen games,
like,
if not the best.
Because in my brain, I just equated this with Spawn now.
Oh, right, the publisher. Well, Dark Horse published the 3 comic book that accompanies Nier. It is abysmal. I believe it's non-canon.
Is it as bad as that fucking Dark Souls comic?
Yes, it is the same.
Holy shit.
You should go read it because it's fucking terrible. I think it was Dark Horse.
All right, let's start a new game.
Let's start this video game.
We putz around long enough.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the enemy health bar lengths.
Okay.
So
is that all it is?
I'm 99% sure that's all it is.
I'm really tempted to do this.
Just take normal, or else
I'll take normal
because the bosses just melt. If you play
they do
on
that.
Easy. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, but I'm pretty sure it's just enemy health bar lengths. So.
Oh.
Enter your name.
Oh, that's. Like this fucking UI.
Yeah. L2's capitalized, I think, or R2 actually.
No. Oh God.
Yeah, do it.
It's been a lot. Look, it's PS3, Pat.
I wish you had like all sorts of awful words in there that it had brought up, like penis.
Oh, I know who.
Sucking.
I know who we can have on our little adventure.
Lucky Ted.
Will continue on into the future.
T-E-D.
Good old Lucky Ted.
So Lucky Ted's main attribute, if I'm not mistaken, was that he is ridiculously lucky.
That's correct.
And thus, he just doesn't fail, but he's not particularly
otherwise averagely competent.
Averagely competent? Okay. So like handsome, average?
Just totally normal.
Okay, but his luck makes it work,
just
right?
like the kind of guy who Mr. Magoo's through life.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Is he the kind of guy who could like drop a computer in the water, but it would still work, just because he got lucky?
Whew. Yeah.
Like, is that how lucky?
It's like a guy like me who'd drop a fucking phone in the toilet, but somehow didn't trip the goddamn water breaker at the water tabs.
Yeah. Somehow you didn't drink all the glass too. So hey, that's a plus. This game has this really interesting way that it
subtitles. Or what's it called? Borders.
It, like, letterboxes the screen
in which it's not quite letterboxing.
Yeah, and they're also uneven, I believe, because the subtitles take up the bottom one. Exactly. It's really unique.
But they also don't like actually cut off the bottom of the scene.
But it lets you get a really nice like cinematic about 21:9 image without actually sacrificing anything. It's interesting.
I think that I don't like it at all. I hate it.
That's fair.
I don't mean to complain, but like the unevenness makes me crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
Like if all they did was just even them out,
they would be fine.
Even if I saw less,
right?
Like it would be fine. But like I just want to like drag it. So
just adjust it. Summer 2049.
Okay. So some form of nuclear holocaust or whatever.
So this follows the last, I think, ending E of Drakengard.
Yeah.
Is where we're picking up here. And ending E of Drakengard.
Spoilers!
Drakengard spoilers. If you're ever going to play that game, it's not very good.
Ending E is the only one I ever heard about because it's so nuts.
Ending E is where Kaim and his dragon buddy, who they're totally good buds, fly into the real world, and you see the Tokyo Tower, and then they get shot down by jets.
Yeah.
Which may or may not be the Ace Combat jets. So.
Yeah. Oh, man.
This is a little while after that happens.
Hey, it's Dogface Man.
It's Papa Nier.
America. protagonist.
Yeah. So, yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, there's 2 versions of this game in Japan.
Damn.
Nier Replicant and Nier Gestalt. Replicant has a young, teenage kind of Nier, and Gestalt has this older Papa Nier.
Dogger-faced Nier.
Exactly. In Replicant, it's a story about your brother. Sorry, brother and sister, rather. And in this game, it's about father and daughter.
Yeah.
And they only localized this version for North America because they felt it would suit it better. And shocking, having played both, it is way better with Papa Nier.
Yeah.
That's obviously just my opinion,
I
but
bet
I think
that's
it's way
just
better.
a raw cultural thing in that, like, the whole plot is around saving the girl, and it's like, in the West, like, we don't have, like, Oni-chans.
Yeah, and that's exactly the difference, is do you want her to say dad, or do you want her to say Oni-chan? Because that's what you get. So, there is a DLC. We're not going to touch the DLC because it's not really important. It's just like challenge missions. But there is a DLC in this version of the game that lets you play as young Nier. But as you would see, there's pretty much nothing to it.
So, like, this may just be because I haven't played a lot of PS3 games in a while, but, like, there's something about this that actually reminds me of, like, Nocturne. Like the shading or something.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I get you.
It'll stop in a second. I promise. If the monsters hear me, are they gonna come back for me?
I won't let them hurt you, Yona. I promise.
So yes, they will come back for you.
Yes. Like, very, like, not... Oh.
You need to eat something. Stay here. Stay hidden. I'll be right back. Yona.
I really like that the book, like, moved locations without moving.
Yeah.
Don't touch that book. Not ever. Do you hear me?
I'm not gonna move it, but don't touch it.
Yes, Dad.
Couldn't you just throw the book away?
It's very important that he leaves it there.
Oh, okay. Wow, I played this game for multiple hours back in the day, and, like...
None, like, have you forgotten all of it?
Like, I thought this was a cutscene only. Like,
Oh, the whole beginning part?
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Just keep coming.
Like, my brain just deleted this entire sequence.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of fighting in this first prologue bit, actually.
I love that blood effect where it, like, hangs out in the air.
Yeah, it looks really good. No, I agree. So I'm sure you've noticed already, like, the combat isn't really the sharpest part of this game.
Dude, what?
You got hit. You got beat up.
I tried.
You tried really hard.
I bet that's an auto-fail.
Yeah. I'm 99% sure the enemies just keep coming until you get hit, so...
Dang. Come on, don't touch the book,
So the
though.
earlier you fuck up, the faster you make your playthrough, really.
I need more power. I need to protect Yona.
Oh, okay, then.
That might do the trick. I know a lot of people are purists in regard to like which voice track they use, but I really think that when Square Enix does their localizations, their voice acting roles tend to be pretty on point. And I think Nier is definitely a good demonstrator of that. It has amazing voice acting like all the way throughout, so I'm sure you'll see that more.
Possibly.
Possibly. If we keep playing the game, maybe we'll get to more
From
characters.
my daughter.
That's a lot of dudes.
Yeah. So for now, you just gotta fight. That's it.
L1 for the Dark Hand.
Yeah, and that's the first of your, gosh, I forget what they're called, but it's the first of your magic powers, effectively. They're super fucking good.
Yeah, I can see.
I think at this point in the game, they give you infinite magic, so you can just keep wailing on them with it. And you can charge it up and get more fists, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of fists.
Yeah.
Huh, I got a
Level up. You did it.
in the weird little prologue.
You're getting stronger already.
I'm making the numbers go up. That's what matters.
When did this game come out again? Was it
2010.
2010? Yeah, okay.
I saw it on the title screen.
Because yeah, I haven't finished it since then as well. So I'm actually really excited.
What if the game is secretly incredibly terrible and you just didn't notice back then?
I just didn't notice, and all of these threads on the internet just didn't notice.
I am constantly afraid of something like that.
Yeah, where you just go back to it and you're like, wait,
Oh.
what happened?
Oh,
Why did this
God.
get instantly terrible?
Charging.
Yeah, we'll never play Devil May Cry 3
Oh,
again.
this is a little weird.
Oh yeah, so that is an important
This is a
mechanic.
little schmuppy.
Yes, that's exactly what it's going for. And when you get to enemies who have similar kinds of powers, you'll start to see its particular uses.
Nice.
It is really handy to just pepper enemies with damage though while you're.
It just looks really goofy
or
right
something.
now.
Yeah, totally. I like how it zooms the camera out a little bit when you do it too,
Absolutely.
so you get that.
So
you
these
can
like
actually
what? Are
see
these
other stuff.
babies? What is it?
These are just babies, just
Oh,
murder,
okay.
murder all babies.
Works for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you release it, it fires a bunch of homing bullets,
Oh, that's...
depending on how long you've charged it
I held
for.
it a while.
Yeah. So you can release it now, and you'll get the. There's a little bubble that see right there.
I see.
And that's when it's good.
This
to go.
one's a hell of a lot easier to tell, though.
Yeah, without a doubt. All of the magic attacks have big tells like that.
I can press L1 for dart. Oh, I'm just getting all of them.
It's
Jeez.
just cycling you through to the next power now. And
Oh.
see, they get like strung up on it and everything. Looks really good.
Gross.
And I think if you charge it, it becomes way
That reminds me of like some of Soul Sacrifice's visual design.
Yeah, definitely. This particular move looks very Soul Sacrifice. It's just grim.
Yeah, I like it.
So the music already has like
Oh, yeah.
started up, but as much as this game's gameplay and a few other elements are a bit flawed, the music is like a complete masterpiece. So
Yeah.
well worth listening to after the fact. I think.
We were talking before that the only real thing that I remember from my time with the game is that the town music is stellar.
It's fucking amazing.
That's pretty much it.
And yeah, he's no slouch. It's Keiichi Okabe who worked on a bunch of Tekken games. I don't know which ones in particular. Someone told me once he did Moonlit Wilderness, but I don't know that 100% for sure.
Oh,
He's
this
fucking
one's
amazing.
all right.
That one's the favorite. You're gonna have to use this one a lot. It's super good.
Yeah, I can see why. It's almost gravity rushy.
Yeah. Takes a long time to charge up, but it's pretty strong.
Oh, but even
Yeah. Against these guys,
even
it's
the
pretty good.
normal one,
Yeah. So you might notice you're already level 16.
I do.
You're really just like streaking through the levels at this point.
Oh, I can just keep aiming it while they fire.
Yeah,
off.
you can keep moving them around and make the most of them.
Darn, I gotta get. Wow, these are just infinite. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
they'll keep coming for a little while.
I don't mean in terms of like gameplay. I mean in terms
in
of
terms
like
of- yeah.
narrative. Like,
Yeah.
boy, Kaim did a bad thing.
Yeah.
Is Kaim like the villain of Drakengard 2?
Drakengard 2?
Yeah.
I don't recall. Drakengard 2 I played very little of.
I remember
'cause knew
hearing
how-
people talking about how like in one of these games you end up fighting Kaim and
It's gotta be Drakengard 2.
he has the exact same motivation.
Yeah, I can tell you straight
But-
out you don't fight Kaim in
But
this game,
because he's
so-
a crazy person, he's
Yeah.
actually like a proper villain.
Okay, yeah, well you don't fight Kaim in this game, so it's gotta be Drakengard 2.
Yeah.
Since Drakengard has so many endings, I could totally believe that happened in one of them.
I wish
Truth be told, I never played through all the endings in Drakengard because it's
that game is
time
trash.
consuming. It's just not that good. Yeah.
like this game is flawed but brilliant from what I can understand.
Yeah.
But like the Drakengard series is like
Drakengard is
fucked
poor.
up.
I've heard people. So obviously it was made to be like a Warriors game back when Warriors was at its peak popularity. I've heard people say that it was intentionally made to be not very fun. Because the whole thing is the main character of that game is crazy and he's insane and he's murdering people.
Where my
right?
sister at?
Yeah, he's doing awful things, and they wanted to impress upon the player that, hey, you're doing awful things.
It shouldn't feel good.
Yeah, I've heard people say that it's not fun. I've never seen that, like, really substantiated in an interview or something, but I'd be interested to see that. if
I
that's
absolutely
actually
cannot
true.
stand that ideology of game design.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's...
I absolutely can't fucking stand it. Like, it works in very specific circumstances, like
Yeah.
the microwave hallway.
Yeah.
Microwave hallway in MGS4 is probably the best excuse of like,
Yeah.
this sucks, so it should feel like crap to play.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm very fond of Drakengard, but for 40 plus hours of gameplay, it's
And
just
the
not
one that
good.
always gets me is that, like, Suda51 in the Alice Moonlight level, not Alice, but Margaret Moonlight level.
yeah.
He was like, this is like a commentary on consumerism or whatever, and where you fight in that fucking parking lot for like an hour.
It's fucking
And,
shit.
and it's a
that fight
shitty
sucks.
level followed by the best boss fight in the entire game.
Yeah.
And it's like, see, don't you get it? It's like you ruined your level to make a point.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think it can work. So shoot your things at that. That's the best way to empty that gauge. See, it slows down time when you're charging too,
I
so you
see.
might get it. Fire, fire, fire. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So if that gauge manages to fill up, to go all the way around, the enemy or boss will get back up again with a small sliver of their health.
Okay, that's
So you can use anything to hit it. You can use your melee attacks or whatever, but generally speaking, those spears are your best tool for doing that, and I'd recommend them every
so
time.
she dead or whatever. Oh no, she's
No.
just coughing
She's
it up.
just dying horribly. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. No, I'm not. I don't care.
Talk to me.
Dad, are you all right?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
That's good. Oh, look, I found this while you were gone.
A cookie? Hey, that's your favorite.
Here, we can split it, okay?
No, you take it.
Dad, no. You need to eat something.
All right. Give me the small half.
No. Come on, Dad. You're bigger than me. You have to eat to survive.
Yona? Yona!
Oh no. I dropped the cookie. I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not a good sign.
You've always been the one helping me.
Yona! What have you done?
So I wanted to.
Ah, look what you've done, gone, and done.
This is very, like, explicitly Faustian. Just like, hey man, stuff looks pretty bad. You want a cookie?
We need help.
Cookies on the ground.
Oh, that looks like a
I
pretty...
I always like that
We
line.
need help.
Oh no, I dropped the cookie.
No, the we need help.
Yeah.
So, that thing we were just talking about, this bit of the game you just played through where you fought a bunch of enemies and got to like level 30,
Yeah.
that is the only instance of that shit in this game where it's like, oh, I put a ton of enemies in here so that you could grasp the
Is there leveling outside
futility.
of that?
Yes, there is, but
Okay.
don't worry, you'll get reverted. So
Oh.
don't worry, that kind of quantity of mobs and length
Yeah.
of fight is not
Well, no,
normal
it's
at all.
thematic. It's supposed
It's
to be
just this
like,
one
listen,
fight.
like the world is doomed.
You're fucked. You're just fucked. Yeah. And I mean, it's appropriate for sure, just for an opener.
Like there's multiple like variances of the apocalypse, and I'm always interested in like because the post-apocalypse seems a little like done with,
Yeah. Totally.
like Fallout or Mad Max or what have you. And there's two that I really enjoy, and that's like the apocalypse is happening right now.
we are
Like it's
in it.
It's
Yeah.
not done yet. It's occurring. Like SMT does that constantly, right? And the other one is the post apocalypse.
Yeah.
which is like it happened. But it happened so long ago that everyone's either
Yeah.
on the verge of death or
Or
a
this.
1,300 years later.
So Nier is really fantastic in that way because it is a post-apocalyptic game and it doesn't look like it at all, and they don't really touch
right.
on it that
I'm off.
much. You know, it is a factor, and it might come back a little bit.
What?
What?
Oh.
How could we not just omit that entire? Yeah, of course.
Hey, Dad, you want to hear about the crazy
This game
dream
also
I
has a
had
lot of
last
different
night?
methods of gameplay. So when you're in houses, it's like 2D like
Oh,
this.
Lucky Ted
Lucky
says.
Ted.
See, I was in it, and you were in it too, and we were riding around on this huge pink cloud, and then...
Yona, I'm
And
sorry.
then I was
have to go.
Goku.
You can
I have
tell
to
me
go
when
to
I get
work.
back.
I have to to put the time in.
Can you get me a book while you're out?
Oh, this music's really good.
Stay here and rest. We can't have your cough coming back.
So my mind is already just swimming with like variances of events.
So Yona, yeah, her cough's gone. God forbid the fucking shit on her body. What was that? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gone.
But like my brain immediately goes like to two places. One is we time traveled to in the future and just ignored all that shit. And the other is some kind of like cyclical reincarnative like experience. Oh, I gotta go see what Popola's up to.
Popola's probably got stuff. So that X marker on your map is your best friend.
My best friend?
That's where you're going to. That little blue marker, that little blue marker on the map is a save point. So you should probably head to the
What
save
is
point.
triangle?
as
Is
well.
that heart attack?
That's heart attack, exactly.
But it's always that elbow?
So there's 3 different weapon types in the game. There's the short sword, light sword, the heavy sword, and the spear. Right now, we only have access to the light sword, which is this weapon moveset. So, yeah, these are your moves. And there's air attacks too. You have a helm splitter and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you have a helm splitter. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, that's a helm splitter.
Yeah.
Let's hit this. All right. What?
Yeah, you called the animals. Animals will come to you if they're near enough.
Oh, interesting. Let's look at these options.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll
Subtitles are
touch
on.
any of
That's all that actually matters.
I think it's all good, yeah.
Just need to check those subtitles every time.
Oh, totally, yeah.
The nameless blade, got it.
That's your weapon. That's
And
all
my
you got.
items are generic.
Just gotta move
Select is a larger map. It's Lucky Ted's village.
So all those white dots are merchants.
All right.
And so for now, just go to the blue dot and save your game, and then we can
This-
hit the objective.
This
Or we can
texture
go straight
work.
to the objective.
Sorry. Say, how do you save your game?
That's the blue dot on the map.
Blue dot. All right.
Yeah, there you go. It's
Mailboxes, huh?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like a mailbox.
You're saying this texture work?
This texture work reminds me a lot of Eco.
Yeah, it's got that kind of washed out look to it, where
This is
everything.
the weirdest save point I've seen in a while.
It's a little odd.
Because it's like a mailbox, but like it's
With, like,
clearly
phantom
not.
letters
It's
going
not being
into it.
used for mail. It's
Yeah.
just some kind of fucking gonzo shit.
And it's got those weird gears on the top of it.
All right, on to
Onto the X on the map.
to my bestie.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the map is
That is a
like,
really
super
awkward
fucking
placement for block on this L2.
good. Yeah, a little
It's
bit.
very 360 controller.
Yeah, you haven't
centric.
used a PS3 controller in a minute, have you?
Oh, dude, this thing feels
They feel a bit odd.
positively ancient. Though I'm really glad that I have like backup new ones. Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is clearly a new
So you don't
feeling
have to play
one.
with a slimy one.
Christ, there's something about the PS3 controllers make them get extra slimy compared to the other
Yeah,
ones.
it's fucked up. I don't know how that happened.
I have no idea what it is. All the other ones like they get dirty in very similar ways, but these ones like get like sticky
they
and
get
kind of
sticky and
filthy
shit on the sticks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then that rubs off on the sticks, and then you get that on the rest
And
of the
you're like,
body.
oh, my controller's
it feels
ruined.
disgusting.
Yeah, and you buy a new controller.
Yeah,
Problem solved.
that's a good goddamn question. I bet it's Keim's fault. Because that guy's a shit.
It's more of an accident to do with Keim because
Well, yeah, because like
they were shot down.
yeah, like
right?
the event,
So-
like it's not like they have a running nuclear holocaust.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the ending of Drakengard.
Yeah.
right. Instead, it's like, oh, he comes in and he gets shot down.
Yeah.
and I imagine that some events would follow to a degree.
Yeah.
but oh man, this
circle the
Japanese games, man.
Say,
Yeah. Good morning. How's Yona doing today?
Her cough sucks a bunch of ass. That's not very lucky.
That's worrisome. I hope she gets well soon.
Also on me.
It's you.
I feel helpless. I make sure she eats her cookies, but I can't do anything besides that. Most days I feel like a big loser.
Stop. You're the best dad ever.
Well, anyway,
I was hoping you could take care of this for me. I got a request. You need to go get some mutton.
That's a sheep.
Got it.
Got it. I'm going now. Give me the map.
Have this map.
Okay.
There you go.
I like this paraphrasing we're doing.
Yeah. It's adequate. We're gonna go through a lot of text.
Oh boy, are we? Yes, I will
Wanna buy
purchase
some-
these medicinal herbs with the money you have given
There
me.
you go. That's way more than enough money.
I bet.
Yeah.
You don't know, it's fine. Off we go now. Oh.
Thanks, Popola, for everything.
Huh?
You know, all the work you give me. You've been telling the villagers that I'm for hire, haven't you?
Oh, that? It's nothing. They need help. And you need money to take care of Yona. This way everyone wins.
I suppose so.
Everyone won.
circle button. Yeah, you'll get
Dude,
used
that is gonna take some doing.
You'll get used to it. You can jump down there if you
It has been a while since... Like, I'm dealing with a lot of things in...
You look right over there.
Is that Yona?
Hey,
Damn it.
What are you doing?
Look at your stupid ribbon.
Fucking ribbon.
I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face. That'll see if you're good. And she's like, no, I need sick books.
Go home.
Yeah,
Go home. I have to collect mutton.
I have to collect this mutton. So she's still in some form of terminal illness.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Which, like, as far as making deals with the devil, the idea that you would, like, not word your deal properly and still end up with some variant of your core problem.
once thriving populations now lie decimated by plague and disease.
I really...
has never felt so close.
So we are now
that
at the
Monsters called
precipice
shades now
of the
roam
next apocalypse.
Yeah.
in our very lives.
Which is a slow apocalypse.
That's
Yeah.
of no consequence to me.
There's the two kinds. There's the calamitous
My
in
only
one
concern
day,
is to
Yeah.
keep her
and then there's the slow, like,
I try my
decimation.
best, but I'm only one
That
man.
being said, like, I absolutely adore, like, this voiceover of how the end is near over, like, the most idyllic of
Nothing will
locations.
stop.
Yeah.
I will fight
Like,
for
there are
your
children
rights till the
frolicking in the fucking grass.
Well, this is like the
Very
biggest remaining town. Well, this and another place are like the biggest remaining town. So
Hey, what's up? How's it doing? Oh, you're just gonna talk to yourself
he's
and
whispering quietly.
Man, you get a double jump. What a sick power
Yeah,
I
double
got from
jump
that
right
book.
out, right off the bat. So he jumps a little funny. I'm sure you've noticed. And if you hit hills, you slide down them like that.
Yeah, that second one is really goofy.
So just head towards the X on your map again if you want to go straight.
Wasn't I supposed to buy 3
Yeah,
medicinal
you can do that
herbs?
too, absolutely. So yeah, did you hear the lyrics pop in there, by
did.
the way? So the woman singing them is over there. You can go see her later if you want.
I would love...
But as you approach her, the lyrics come in. It's really nice.
Okay, where is the...
It's one of these guys.
one of these?
I think it was the first one. Yeah.
Let's see
This
what
is
you
material. You don't need any.
Terrible.
Of that. Awful.
Get out of my fucking face.
One of these
like
guys,
this guy. Like with the guy with 3 medicinal herbs
probably
right
this
behind
person,
him?
Yeah. Yeah, item shopkeeper.
Hey,
Oh, well,
no.
he needs the mutton, and then you can get them for him. So there you go.
Well, all right, off I go.
But I was gonna say what you can do is if you find medicinal herbs, you can just give her those ones as well. So, so it's possible that you don't have to.
Off
spend
I
any
go to
money
get
here.
this mutton. So where you at, girl?
She's right over here.
Morning.
Hello, Devila.
And then she stops
Well,
singing when she's
Yeah.
someone
talking to
looks
you. Yeah.
raring to go this morning.
You know how it is. I'm just trying to earn a living for my little girl.
That's great.
Say,
Super good. So Popola and Devil are twin sisters.
Oh, I see. With asshole parents that thought that would be funny.
Yeah, pretty much.
Twins are the worst. If you're a twin, I'll punch you.
It's not. Are you gonna punch both of them?
No, just the one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
You know which one it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The funny one.
And then the other one will take revenge on
the one
me.
that thinks he's funny.
I hate that one.
You think you're funny?
Like I've actually known like a couple sets of twins in my time on this earth, and there's the wild variance of opinion on how to handle that is fascinating. Like, cause
Don't let him get away. You murder that sheep. Go ahead.
there's like we're gonna wear the same fucking clothes and all that shit,
Yeah.
right? And then there's the people it's like, ugh, we're twins. Right? There's the people that are like, oh, they're like my other half of my soul, blah, blah, right? That thing. And then there are people that just are like so bothered by that because they have to hear that all the time.
Yeah. No, I have two friends in the former camp, and they're super great. But I get you.
But you're like, you guys know you're weirdos, right? And you're like, yeah.
yeah, they're the best. So.
You're just jealous because you don't have a twin. It's like, I don't know.
Who said I don't have multiple twins?
No, that's not how that works.
I am sextuplets.
Well,
Yeah, I got the
that
meat.
was easy.
That was simple.
Why did I take my sword out again?
It's actually not that hard to just get meat.
Yeah.
Damn. What are shades doing so close to town?
Shades of what? Like, that's the first thing my brain does. It's
Yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah.
like a shade either implies like a classical style ghost,
or it's like the shadow. Of
or it's a
something.
shadow of something that was.
Yeah.
And considering these are consistent enemy like design or like aesthetic rather.
Yeah.
Like it's like
What are they? Yeah. That
more will become clear in time.
yeah, exactly.
But
That'll get answered at some point. Or it might not, but you know.
had no idea that was so close.
So you can head back on into the village now that you got the mutton.
So you know what I really adore in terms of lighting effects? That is some like over aggressive HDR with like full on like landscape bleaching.
Just wash out the whole place.
Like,
yeah.
Christ. Like I like it.
It looks really good. I know what you mean when you were talking about Ico earlier, and that's exactly what this game does. Just wash out everything, make everything a little brighter than it has to be.
Way-
It's got a fantastic aesthetic.
Way brighter. Like just like I'm looking at a stone building, but I can't even see where the doorway is because it's reflecting light so hard.
Yeah, or you look at the grass and it's like crazy, like bright green, not dark, not like deep grass colors or anything.
Can't even go hunting in peace. Better get this meat back to that dude.
No problem.
That dude, bro.
So just hang a right here.
Well, it's an inherently interesting concept when you have something that's like dire in the most idyllic of like this town is like the happiest, peacefulest place in the universe.
Yeah, it feels like a gorgeous little hamlet where nothing ever bad happens.
Yeah.
But everything ever bad happens.
I also really like this architecture because it's like it's so far beyond the bad times that all the old shit fell down and we had time to build new old shit.
And now we're coming to the end again, and we didn't get that far this time.